Hello friends, this is Ganesh. Hope you are doing wonderful. Happy to learn together. In this video, I'm going to explain about TMG and its events. So you know mostly about TMG, table maintenance generator. Whenever the end user or the business wants to insert or update, delete the table records directly over the table, then we have to provide this option to the user, table maintenance generator. Then user will use this option using SM30 transaction and they can do whatever they want. Mostly this TMG is feasible for an independent custom table, because if it is any dependency on the table which they're going to make a change, then they have to do a change in the dependency table as well. So mostly we are not going to give a TMG for a dependency table. Okay. And today we're going to see how to create TMG and their events. So events is nothing but there is a place where we can write a custom code on the TMG process. It's like while creating, mostly we are using for dates and time. So creation date and change date and time to be populated automatically. So for that we are using these events, but we have a lot of options available. One of the example is whenever there is a deletion happens, maybe business wants to save the data in a different table. Whenever there is a change, one more table also to be updated. So a lot of options are available. It's an event level I'm saying. So we can make use of that for a different business scenario. So those are things we are going to see on this particular video. Let's get into the slide first. So the first step of to make enable the TMG as table management generator is in the particular table under the delivery and maintenance tab. Make sure the view editing, table view editing as a display maintenance allowed option. So then only while making a TMG that make any sense, because if you say there is restrictions are not allowed, making TMG it's not going to work. Okay, so make sure this option is allowed. And then once you go to the TMG screen, the path is utilities table management generator in SE11, and you have to give the authorization group. Mostly this is going to be used in real time, because whoever has access in SM30, they should not use this table management generator of the table. So we have to give the proper authorization group. So currently this is a rental system, so I just go with no authorization group. Otherwise you can able to maintain the authorization in this TMG level. And then so TMG is nothing but it's a kind of a screen. It's provide the access to the user to handle the data of the table. Okay, but whatever you're doing, there is a code. It should be in the backend, should take care of it. So while creating a table, it gives a space to create it. It has to validate whether the same primary key is not already available over there. It should validate the date format. It should validate the data element format. They mention numeric. If you enter character, they have that there should be some validation and proper message to be populated for the TMG, right? So those are sorry, excuse me, those are should be taken care under the function group. Okay, so automatically system generates the code, you don't worry about it. Once you create a TMG, everything will taken care. Okay, so in this level you have to give the function group name. Mostly we give the table name as a function group name only. Okay, and then one step, two step is nothing but how many screens you want to provide to the user. Sometimes what happens, user wants I need a different screen to be pop up to enter the data, modify the data. So if that is the case, you got to give two screens. The first one is an overview screen. It shows everything. If the user double click particular record, there is a pop-up screen comes up. So that is the second screen. So it depends on one step or two step you need, or technically one screen or two screens. Okay. If it is a one screen, give the screen number here. If it is a two screen or two step, give a number in both the boxes, overview screen as well as the single screen as well. Okay, so once you give all the information, click create, it creates a function group along with the function module, and the screen depends on how much you given over here, one or two, and then the relevant PBO PI module, subroutines, include program. It creates everything for this one TMG. Okay, I will walk through how it, once you created, how this function group function module looks like. And the another one is screen modification. So if it is a TMG, there might be an requirement saying that this field to be auto populated. So don't allow user to be enter the value. Very simple example is created date time and changed date time, or created by, changed by. Those things to be populated automatically. So for this, we have to write a code that for that purpose only they are giving an option called TMG events. So there are some places where you can write a code. While creating a record, I want to populate some values to the hidden fields or disable fields. So those things you are able to make it. And if you want to make the particular field to be, suppose in a table you have 10 fields, out of 10, 3 fields to be disabled, then use this option. Either go to function group directly, you can go to the screen SE51 and layout and do that, or there is an option called maintenance screen option that is coming under environment. That is a menu environment. Under that maintenance screen option, you can able to use that. Okay, so events, the place to write the code, and screens you are able to modify. Everything is under Z custom one, right? You are able to do it. And these are the events, and I have seen 39 events, and these are first 5 I displayed here. And before saving the data in the database, so if you want to validate something, or if you want to add something, then you have to use this event 01. So frequently we are using this one, creating a new entry 05. So while creating a new entry, I want to populate created date and time, created by, those information to be populated in the relevant field. Then I have to use even number 5. So here I don't have a direct event for updating a data or deleting a data. So what I can do is, for that I'm going to use event number 01 for updation. So before saving the data in the database, I'm going to add some more information, probably changed by changed date and time information. I'm going to use this 01. So in this video, I'm going to use 05 and 01 for filling the creation and change informations to the table level. Okay, and this is going to be a direct. Okay, let's see in the next slide. Okay, so whatever events you have selected over here, 01 or 05, that is going to allow you to give a name for it. Okay, so 05, what is the name for it? Create data, change data, or create name, whatever it is, create scenario. Just give a name, whatever name you want, you can give. It's not start with Z or Y, any start with any alphabet. Just give a name for your event. So once you given a name, that is create a form inside your function group. Whatever you're doing, it should be under your function group only. Okay, and you have to give form and form name, whatever name you have selected over there or given over there, the same thing you have to give the name, form name, end form. Inside that you can write the code whatever you want. So this is the create scenario. It's a direct scenario. If it is create, it's the even number is 5. Just write the table name hyphen what is the field name, whatever value, just pass it. It automatically updated in the backend. Okay, that is for create. It's very simple. And for update, I have chosen the event 01. So we need to understand how the 01 event works. So what are the global values are coming inside, right? So here what happened, there is a predefined internal table called total. Total is going to hold the entire record of the screen, whatever the screen has, or the table I can say. The table has 100 records, is going to hold that 100 records here. Okay. And suppose out of 100 I'm changing only 2 records. How I can identify? There is some structure, it holds the flags. So that flags give you if it is any insert happening or update happening or delete happening. So based on this flag, you can take a decision. Suppose I want to update. If it is an update happening in any of the record, do this. If the insert happening any of the record, do this. If delete happens, I'm going to archive this data to the some other table. So based on the flag value, you are able to make the changes under this event number 01. So this event I'm going to make use of to add the changed informations to the fields. Then yeah, that's it. So let me quickly walk through in the system as well. This is my table. It has few fields about it, like material, text, created on, changed by, changed on. Okay. So let's create a TMG first and make sure the maintenance, the table view editing is allowed, selected with allowed. Then go to more utilities, make sure your table is in active state. Then go here, choose this option, table maintenance generator. And the authorization group, I'm going to select none, but you have different options. You can have your custom authorization group as well. I'm saying no authorization group. I have just selected this option, and I'm going to give the same name of the table name as the function group name. I prefer to go with a single screen or single step. So it's 100. Okay, that's it. I'm going to click this create button. You may have getting a save option more than once because it has to create a lot of objects in the background, like function group, function modules and everything. So it might be more than one times you'll get the save option window. So this is going to be create a save for function group. So save it. I'm going with local object, and this is for table object. So the different object is going to save. So one more time, save it, and one more time also is a different one over here. Save it. Yes. So three times. Now it's getting created in the backend, and you'll get a message once all the objects are in place. You'll get a message. It takes few seconds because it needs to create a lot in the background. Right, so request completed without errors. That is good one. And if you double click, it won't go. Okay, it shows like this only. So what I have to do is, okay, function group, you have to give the function group name, CGI table 2. So I'm going to walk through the things, whatever it's created in the backend. So it shows what is the function group name and everything. Okay, so yeah, it won't go better. I'll close it. Copy this and go to IC37. I'm sorry, IC80. Or this also works like more. Okay, better I go with IC80. It's easy for you, especially for the beginners to learn about TMG. So here, go to function group and give the function group name. Enter. So these are the objects is created for your TMG. It's just a screen, but in the backend it has lot. So one function group, you have two function modules, like lot of type groups and dictionary structures and everything. Mostly going to work with subroutines, function modules, mostly not. Maybe PI, PBO, and then the relevant screens and some includes we are going to work. Okay, there are a lot, so don't worry about it. So for the events, we are going to work with very few, and we are not going to directly work with function group. So we have other screens where we can start with events. So once it is done, then you can go to SM30, start adding the records directly to the table using this transaction. Normally user does this. So go to maintain, and currently it's the table is empty. So click new entries, so you can give some name, material one. So currently what happens, created by and everything is enabled, so I can give a name over here. Okay, ABC. So but normally in real time, user wants it should not be updated by the user, it needs to be auto populated. If the scenario comes, then you have to go with the TMG events. Okay, I'm going to save it now. So it says data was saved. So go back, you can see, or if you want to go to the C16 table and execute, you'll get one record. So now the requirement is we are going to not hide, disable this option, disable this field. So not here, it visible only in SM30, right? So I'm going to disable these fields first, and then I'm going to add an event. So let's go to the TMG screen. So here you have an option called environment, and then modification maintenance screens. So this will take you to the screen. This is one option. Other option is your function group is already open. So you can directly go here, layout, and you can do the change. So go to layout option, Okay, I think the system has issue, especially for the layout, I believe. Excuse me. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, let me try. So you might have, so it's you know how to do that, right? Just double click, you will get a window over here and the properties window, and there is an option called output only. You have to select it. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do that because I think I can't say configuration, few things are not in place. That's why the layout option is not working. It usually happens in the rental system. So I'm going to use this option, go to the element list, and whatever field, these are text, right? Whatever field, these four fields, I'm going to use this option, output only. Okay. So either this way or the other ways also works. It takes to the same screen. So more environment modification, maintenance screens. It shows what is the screen, currently only one. Okay, continue. Modify the compare flow screen change, it's fine. Okay, so it takes again to the same place and you have to use layout and do that. Okay, so now I'm going to just make a change over here. Oh really, this is not editable. Created on, okay, I think those are text. Okay, over here it is. So I want created on as only, output only. Okay, save it. Let's see how it behaves in SM30. Act to audit. Okay, we are good. And one more thing, the SM30 normally it won't have the auto refresh. I feel whenever there is a change is not directly reflecting it. So whenever you open SM30, better you close it once you see the changes whatever you have done in the maintenance level. Okay, and go to maintain. So new entries. So now these are disabled. So created, changed by, last change are disabled. So only these two, the user able to manage it, able to enter the value. So like M2, MAT, that's it, save. So now the expectation is whenever there is a save happens or whenever there is a new entry is going to create, these two fields to be filled automatically, created by and created date, not the change scenario. So for that you have to go to the events first. So go to TMG, we're in a screen painter. Okay, I think I opened this way, close it and go here, go back. Yeah, this is the one. So from here, use the same menu, environment modification events, and you will get this option. Do not make any changes in SAP data. That's fine. Just accept this. So here it is. So this is this is a place where you can select the event, give the name for your subroutine, and from there it will enable the editor. From there you can go to the editor and start working with your own code. Just click new entries, and these are the event code. Press F4. So far 39 entries are available, and this is for new entry. This is for before saving the data, after saving the data, before delete, after delete, after correcting the contents, after getting the original of an entry. So many options are available. So exit, editing. So a lot of options are available in this event. Depends on the business need. You can just make use of it. Okay. So fill hidden fields, a lot of options. So now I'm going to use create a new entry. So 05 is required and give a name, create data. Just enter and you will get this option enabled. So editor is enabled. Just click it. It will ask where you want to create this subroutine. Okay, because everything is happening inside the function group. Okay, so it generally asks where you order use it. Either you can select the new include or you can use anything existing. So anything existing is fine, but it's not specifically for subroutines. This is for top. This is for, I think this was something else. So for the first time, preferable, use this option. Create a new include. Okay, so this is the include. So once you click, select this and click continue, it will create a entry in your function group. It is mentioned here that program, this statement will be inserted. Okay, done. So now you have to write your own code. Form name, whatever name we have given in the previous one, and end form. That's it. And the table name you have to give ZJI, no declarations required. Table2 hyphen created SYU name and CJI table created on. Okay, SY data. That's it. Save it and activate this, and make sure you have to activate your function group also, because one new line is added in the for the include program. So make sure you have to do that also. Activate it. That's fine. Then now just check how it's behaving in SM30. So go here. I always go with start with SMEC access, kind of refresh. I believe it's good to maintain. Just debugging. Just remove this and new address M3 and material. Just enter. Okay, and save it. Data was saved. Just go back. Okay, yeah, it used to happen. What happens is, okay, 1 second. I'll show you that also. Here, I activated it, right? So go back and make sure you save here. Okay, so data was saved. Just go back. Yes, I just in the TMG screen now. Again, slash n SM30. Start a new session. New address. M4 MATRL. Now it's coming here, created by and created date, and click save. Saved. Okay, so this is it's getting from your events, TMG events. So same thing for changed, last change one, right? So now go to TMG screen. So same options you have to give environment modification and select events. So same message, fine. So now it shows what we created already. So new entries, then 01 I'm going to choose. Before saving the data, what I have to do? Okay, change data. Let's go here. It asking, so you want to create a new include for this form? No, because already I have a existing include, especially for subroutines. So I'm going to select that option. Continue. Okay. So you're able to see the previous one here. Now do the same form, change data and form. So here, as I mentioned, total is the what do you call the internal table, body of an internal table. It has all the informations. So assigning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one field symbol for data. Okay, so this needs to be make it clear over here. So types, what happens, let me show you first. Breakpoint, activate, breakpoint here, go back, make sure you are saving this option. Okay, yeah, it's done. Okay, now go to SM30. Okay, so here kind of refresh. Let's open a fresh session, maintain. So there is a change, material to and save. It comes and stops here, and I'm going to open the table, internal table. Total, it has 4 entries. Whatever in the table, it has 4 entries, but here it's not structured. It's actually a line. Okay, so if you double click, you are able to see the data over here. Just again double click like this: client, material description, and ABC, whatever it is. Okay, and if you see tabular, it displays like this. Now we need to find one more flag. This is the flag. So I mentioned, right, there is a flag. So that flag is U. So U is update. So based on this value, we are going to write our own code. So how we can segregate this one? Because this is coming under the total, it has only lines. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a structure. There's a structure. It is going to include the basic structure of the table, ZJI table 2, and another one is there is a flag, there is a structure also. I'm going to include that structure also. Then what happens is every record is going to structure wise is going to capture. Let's see how we can do that. F8. Okay. Go here. Let me close this. Okay. Change data. So first one is types begin of type data. Okay. This is going to be structure, so I'm going to use include structure. Include structure ZJI table 2. So now what happens? The table level data is all going to capture in this structure, and I need to capture the another one for flags. So another one is, oh sorry, VMTB flags, that what I mentioned in the Excel, sorry, PPT, and close it. Types and of type data. Okay, let's see how it behaves now. Field symbols, fs data, type data. Activate. So I have a breakpoint, external breakpoint. Go back, make sure you save here, saved. So here one more point I must change data, because this has a different structures, right? And this has only line. So make sure you are adding the casting keyword here, otherwise you'll get a dump. Okay, just activate it, and then go here. Okay, make sure you saved. I believe I already saved it. Yes. Here maintain, and here it is 5. Save it. It comes here and okay, FS data. So if you double click, it just have the values in a structured way. This is for the table, and especially we need a field. So here, this one, flags field. So VM action is U. So if it is U, you can just do whatever you want. So the coding is very simple here. VM action, right? So change data. If fs data vim action equal to U. Okay. So then I'm going to give fs data changed by SYU name and fs data changed on data. That's it. So anyway, it's a field symbol. It's automatically update over there. You don't worry. Then go back, maintain 7, save it. So it comes and added here. It's fine. It will come only whenever there is a U mentioned in that particular field. So if you say fi, okay, fi underscore vm action as U, it comes, and the second record. One second. So the second record is also, it's not there is an action, so it won't affect anything. So I think it is 1 minute. Better I just go back and do it. Sometimes debugging works a little differently because it's not captured the changes. So I believe it's added here. No, okay. 9, save it. 5, fs data vm action is U. So now it's properly come inside. So second time it's not a U, so it won't update anything. It won't care about other details. So if you want, you can add a where condition in somewhere else. It depends on your scenario. Just play around with this code and press F8. So data was saved. Then 1 minute. Let it go to SE16. Table 2. F8. So here you have this material 9 changed by and last change, because it's saying before saving what needs to be done. So that's what it's not reflected directly in SM30. So it comes and adding here. Okay. So I hope this might be useful. Just play around with the different event, depends on your business scenario. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next video. Bye.